Cheers.
Yeah.
You are
Yeah.
not like very
Salute.
autistic at all. You know
Not
that?
very, but and people say this, and I'm gonna fucking open with this. Welcome to the mental breakdown, by the way. Cheers.
All right, wait.
Salute.
Start with it.
We're
Here we
rolling.
go. Should we do another slate again? and
No,
start
we're
over?
good. We're good. We're
Not
good.
welcome to the mental breakdown.
No,
I'm
I do
Jen
that.
Bassey.
I do that in post. I do that in post. It's like, hey, welcome to the show. I host the thing. Here's my friend. Here's what she does. Blah blah blah.
All right then.
So we took care of that by now.
That's true. I forgot that.
We
All
took-
right.
Yeah, it's don't tell the people how the machine is built. But the tism stuff, like you just said,
Yes.
you don't look very autistic or you don't behave very autistic.
Mm-hmm.
My joke on that is that like, oh, I'm light skinned retarded. So I'm,
Yeah.
you know.
If it were no,
It's like,
you're,
oh, you light skinned, you don't look black. You know, that's what it sounds like to me. And I'm just like, oh, I don't look it, but I've got like a little bit of it, dude.
yeah.
It's mild. It's not like spicy or whatever.
It seems like I don't know. It doesn't. You can function quite well.
Yeah.
When did you realize you were autistic?
Little boy.
Yeah.
Little boy. I was like 2. You know, my mom's got the paperwork and all that shit. I
Yeah,
could cut
same
the
with
lines at the
me
theme
and-
parks.
Same with me and ADD. I did not get to do that though.
You didn't get a doctor didn't look at you and go, yeah, she's this or she has this.
Oh yeah, I was actually part of a study when I was a kid.
Oh, fuck.
Like one of the first people to get like diagnosed with ADD. I cannot remember what this study was. I wish I could remember the name of the doctor.
That's hilarious. Did they put you on Ritalin?
I think all kids start off on Ritalin. And,
I was put on Ritalin.
And then they just kind of put me on Adderall. Because I am not very hyperactive, actually.
Huh.
I am very much the sit around and think about doing shit
Oh,
ADD.
you're flooding. Oh, my God.
I'm very much that.
Oh, man.
Or when I do shit, I then think about other shit I'm going to do after, and I only get like 80% of the shit done.
It's better than sitting there and thinking about it the whole time, though.
Oh, that's why I can't do indica.
Oh, you can't do indica?
No, indica, coma. I can't do it.
Oh, boy.
That's okay.
That was indica.
That's okay.
That's fine. It's
I'm
okay.
already... Nah, I'm
be
good.
fine.
I'll be fine.
I'm the other way. Sativa makes me fucking weird.
Yeah?
Because it's a head high and not a body high. Mm-hmm. And sativa, like, it like heightens the tism a little bit.
Ooh, you're one of those.
Where you were just saying about you sit there and like flood with thoughts and you don't get shit done. That's what sativa does to me.
Ah.
And it's on steroids because I already do that when I'm like sober. And it just amplifies it. And like if I'm smoking sativa, oh, we're not doing anything today. But we're going to think, you did the laundry. Great. Congratulations. It's not moving for 2 weeks at least.
Oh, for me, I'll just forget about my laundry all the goddamn time. Mm-hmm. And I'll be like, God damn it, I didn't finish that load.
Like you didn't put it away, or it's just sitting like it's just
or I
sitting where it
forgot
was?
to like take it out and move it around, or I forgot, and then fuck folding it. No, I'm not gonna do that shit. No, I need a new dresser.
You need a new dresser?
I need a new dresser.
Just go to Lord Bezos.
What's that?
Amazon.
Oh,
Yeah.
Lord Bezos.
You could just get one of those like bullshit like ones if you can, and if it's not gonna last long, or if you just take good care of it.
Yeah, but I like vintage furniture. Also, how the fuck am I gonna get this one out of my house then?
What I've done is I go on Hinge and I find women that need to move their furniture.
Ah.
And you use them for the labor to get your shit out. And then maybe you get a little treat on the way out if he's nice.
Oh, you know what the...
I've definitely made that move before.
Oh, God bless...
Yeah.
God bless this one guy. Every time I think about the worst Tinder... Uh-huh. Hinge, Tinder.
Hinge, cringe.
The thing where we sell our soul,
Yeah. It's definitely... What? You okay? I didn't even say anything. What was the spit take?
Wow, that's sweet.
Is that your first sip of it? Did you not
Yes.
sip? Oh, God, I didn't even notice. You okay there?
Yeah, I didn't expect it to be that sweet. Jesus.
It's peach, man.
Whew, pardon
it's
me.
peach. It's good shit. But, yeah, it's what were we talking about? Oh, yeah, dudes moving furniture. You need a new dresser.
Right. Worst date I think I've ever been on.
Just use them for the labor.
Oh, one time, to make a long story short, I ended up having to move a bloody mattress out of my neighbor's house.
Oh, God. That sucks.
Yeah.
Did you get booze and food over it?
No.
Compensation?
No, I fucked up. It was my fuck up.
What happened?
Oh, let's not get into that. It involves a dead man named Eric Myers.
Eric. Oh, I've heard that name before. I think he has a bit. I heard him do a bit on like Taco Bell or something.
Yeah.
And it was like at the Laugh Factory. I watched it on YouTube.
Which one?
Talking about working at Taco Bell as a job. He got hit by a car. No.
Yeah, after his dad died, he walked onto the highway and got hit by a car.
God, why is it with being hit by cars?
Dude, that's been a year for us.
It's been a year.
It's been the year of the car for all the dead comedians.
Young Buck is not a comic, but still, like, he produced those shows. It's like, damn, and then Perry Kurtz.
Oh, you want to hear something funny?
Go.
All right, so I'm a Jew, and every single year we have New Year's. We have
Rosh Hashanah.
We have Rosh Hashanah, and we have Yom Kippur.
Mm-hmm.
And on Yom Kippur, you get to say, the "Who are you mourning for?" prayer. And every year I keep a list of all the dead comics and all my dead friends.
Up until that point?
Yeah, I keep like a list in the phone for the Jewish year, every dead comic.
Oh, wow.
And sometimes I just do it out of habit. And I was reading off the list, because as I do every year, and I'm like, my dad, because, that was a big one, as you know.
Oh, yeah.
We could talk about that, but I got to finish this.
You got to finish this. Yeah,
I got to finish this story first, because it's kind of funny and it's a burn. Reading it off my phone, it's like, okay, it's 57, 86, 84. There it is. And then I'm like, Alan Levy, Perry Kurtz, and then I saw Young Baka's name, and I'm like, and no, that's it.
Yeah, no.
The rabbi was like, go on. I'm like, no, I'm good, Rabbi. We're done.
This might work in participating locations, Because
the rabbi points his finger across the room. He sweeps it across the room. And as, he does, you say who you're mourning and who died this year and shit.
Yeah, in memoriam. Yeah. And then you have to fast and you have to like torture yourself further. So I'm not Jewish and I celebrate Yom Kippur every day. I have tummy issues.
Yeah, it's
a nightmare.
Are you allowed to drink water?
I can drink water. Yeah. I can have like sugar's an issue. So like these are like no sugar and I want the carbonation. I still want the fizziness. So, like, I've cut out sugar, I've cut out dairy, and it's just like, because it makes my tummy hurt if you do a shmiyah, I can't. Like, it's really, I have all these tendencies, and like, I'm not in your lane. You know what I mean?
Are you saying that you have stomach issues and indigestion?
I have stomach issues, indigestion. My mother, there goes your light. Fuck it, I'll fix it in post. Who cares? Let the darkness shroud over you.
Or we can stop and fix it if you wish.
Nah, I can always brighten it. They've always been too bright in post, but it's just the fucking how it's made. Anyway, the guy, the dead comics that you're listing down. Yes. The list is growing. Your dad's on that list, and you put him as a comic because he did a set at the Laugh Factory one time.
No, just all people that have died that year. I do it all the time.
Oh, that's all people. Okay.
It's just all people. Where's my phone? Let's see the list.
Because the owner of the Laugh Factory was at the funeral.
Yeah.
And he said like, oh, he did a set once, and like half the room was like, what the fuck? Like that's crazy. So would you say that counts just for the fuck of it?
No.
It's at a big club.
No.
No,
that doesn't make it a comic. He just did a set at the Laugh Factory.
He just did a set at the Laugh Factory. On a dare, was it? Or something like that?
Apparently he just got drunk, and that sounds exactly like me and my father. My dad wasn't an alcoholic, but I learned he loved Fireball.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
And I'm like, fuck, I wish I had known. I knew he liked whiskey.
Yeah, so your coping mechanism, and because I booked you on a show like the week after it happened, and I reassured you like, hey, if you don't want to do it, I understand. You got to like get your shit in order, and you had a fucking destructive killer set that night.
Thank you.
And it was emotionally charged, so I felt like you did your set. You're like, I need to go. I need to do this.
What date was that again?
The May 2nd.
May 2nd.
It's like a week after. It was literally the week the Thursday after.
Yeah.
And so you were still doing, and I gave you a ride because you were still doing Shiva, I think.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. And
or my car was away. It was a hell of a fucking month. When my dad started going down, I started going down.
Yeah.
Like then my phone broke and just everything went to shit down, and it was pretty easy to sit Shiva. Shit Shiva. To sit Shiva when, yes. By the way, for anyone that doesn't know, Shiva is a 7-day mourning period where you aren't allowed to, you're not allowed to work, you're not allowed to travel, you shouldn't be working. I fucked that one up, but
well, in this economy,
you can't sleep in your bed. You got to sleep on the floor. You got to cover up your mirrors.
Oh.
You live like a miserable pauper.
Oh.
And
and
then
you
after
would anyway, wouldn't you? You would anyway, wouldn't you? There's just a ritual
and you
behind
get you get the chance to grieve as much as you want. You get to grieve your fucking heart out.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Like the eat cookies and cry period. Just go for it. Have a tantrum. You do you, girl. And then after 1 week, Shiva comes from a word Shiva, which means 7. So after 7 days, you gotta done.
And it was Passover, so I
Yes.
remember you saying something in how that technically didn't count or something, that you had to wait another week or another couple of days or something.
Now here's the thing: I didn't have to do it at all technically. You see, my father died on Passover, the very first day of Passover, and Passover, it's the day that we were like, fuck yeah, we're free, we're no longer slaves. You are not allowed to sit Shiva because, it's a day of celebration.
Yeah,
and,
you don't want to ruin the
and
mood.
joyousness.
Yeah.
My dad died the exact same day that Passover started. Passover is a whole week. Shiva is a whole week.
Fuck.
I didn't have to sit Shiva the whole time. I was talking to the rabbi, and I was like, so I don't have to do this shit at all? Yeah, you don't have to. What if I want to?
Yeah, what if you feel like you want, and you have such a dark sense of humor, like the material you got.
By the way, so first of all, Jake, you are a real true friend. You came with me. You were there for the fucking funeral, man.
I felt like I really had a strong need to go. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, I had to.
And you know what? You reminded me of a joke that I had forgotten about. And it really fucking I was, pushing everything down with dark humor the whole fucking time, in my head, everything constantly.
Yeah.
But that was like the funniest, fuck, you nailed it. The old joke was, my dad advocated for me to be a gold digger. I'm not pretty enough to be a gold digger. I look more like a grave digger.
And that's the joke that reminded me, because I'm literally watching the saddest thing I've ever seen in my fucking life. And watching you bury your father made me think of that joke, and I started fucking laughing. And I'm going, this is the wrong time to laugh right now. But I felt so bad, but at the same time, it reminds me of a great joke. And I'm like, this is...
But you said something so funny, something like I thought about, you're not pretty enough to be. You're right. You're not. Your dad was right. You're not pretty enough to be a gold digger. You do look more like a grave digger or something like that.
Yeah, something along those lines.
Oh my
died laughing.
God, you killed me with that.
It's your joke. I've heard you tell it like a lot, and it's a good joke.
I gotta bring that one back.
Bring it back, because now you can you can give it a new angle. You know? You can give it a new angle, because I remember you were doing a joke because you're sleeping on the floor, and it was your dog's bed. You were sleeping there, and you're like, oh, the worms. At least I have the worms to keep me company. And I'm just, this is a fucking week later, dude.
Well, here's the thing. I chose, because it's like, so I don't have to sit Shiva, but I want to. So I half-assed Shiva for 2 weeks.
You have to.
And I was like, that's a good solution, right?
Yeah. I think it would be fiscally responsible. You worked, even though you weren't supposed to.
Kind of. I don't even remember a lot of what I did. I could probably look at my calendar, but a lot of it, it was only 6 months ago. Was the funeral really the saddest thing you've ever seen?
That's honestly like the saddest in real life thing that I've ever seen in my whole fucking life up until now. And I've been to a handful of funerals.
Why was that one so intense?
That was the first one I saw where we're actually burying someone. Every funeral I've been to before that was cremated, and it was just like, oh, he's in a jar, there's a picture. It kind of didn't feel like, it's like the feeling is still there.
Oh no, Jews, we know how to grieve.
Yeah,
we know how to die.
How to grieve, and
we know how to die.
And yet, it's able to be, because you're doing the eulogy, everybody's talking, and there's like a couple of laughs in there, because like the back of my fucking comic slut brain, which is like, man, this mic sucks. Like that thought entered my head, and I'm like, I should not be thinking this thought right now. This is how deep I am. Like,
the whole time I was standing on my tippy toes, because I was like, this podium shit sucks. I wish I had I wish I could take the microphone off.
You were speaking like honestly, and that's kind of what we all want, in any situation. Honesty always fucking kills.
I always think
you got a couple of laughs in that, and I'm like, wow, this is a fucking, like, this is a comic's funeral. And then Jamie goes up and like, this is weird synchronicity shit, dude. Like, I felt like I had to be there, like, on a spiritual level, And I never met your dad, but, like, the fact that Jamie was there, and he was, like, basically...
But you knew how much I loved my father.
Yes, 100%.
Yeah, my dad was an interesting man. He knew a lot of weird people. Mm-hmm. One of them being Jamie.
Yeah.
And, I don't know, he and Jamie just got along very well, and they were very good friends, and then Jamie discovered me. And I didn't believe him or my dad, so I got really pissed off for a while there, and I moved out and did all that bullshit for a minute there. Then I was like, okay, I'll give comedy a try, but I got to finish school. Mm-hmm. And then, I don't know, just depression and feeling lost.
As fate would have it.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Why are you dark? It's 4 p.m.
It's because it's daylight savings time.
I thought we voted on that. Wasn't there a vote on that? Wasn't there a thing like last year?
You might need to cut this. You're going to have to cut this bit.
Patreon's a safe word for sure. I got it.
Yeah. But no.
Go ahead. If any names get mentioned, I'll bleep it out.
What were we saying again?
I said voting on the daylight savings time should have been on was on the ballot or something.
I would have loved it. Mm-hmm. I yes, please. Let's just keep that shit the same. Mm-hmm. Arizona is right about one thing, damn it. Mm-hmm. Arizona's right about
They don't do that shit.
They don't do that shit.
Yeah, and it's fucking hot all the time. Makes sense.
Yeah. Who gives a fuck? It's for the farmers. What fucking farmers? It's Arizona.
Yeah. There's what's that Sam Kinison line? He's like, why do you live where the food grows?
Get the moving vans.
I know, for real.
The starving kids in Africa need to get clothes.
They need clothes. They need to be fed. I want my fucking records back. I don't know. Is he on the list?
Who?
Your list.
That's
of
right.
comics that are dead. Is Sam Kinison on that list?
No, because I wasn't alive when Kinnison died,
Oh,
or
okay.
didn't, or had the
so
list at
there's
least.
rules.
Oh, the list is when I first started keeping it, and it's just the people I know that have died.
Okay. Not necessarily people that like you look up to, like
Yom Kippur death prayers. 5784, 5783, 5782. This is 5785. This is out of order, and I don't know why.
It feels so futuristic.
5782. Sarah Mosajabi, Nick Country, Jack Knight, David Arnold.
Jack Knight. Wow. Fuck. David Arnold.
Matt Price, Scotty Peterson, and Tom Reistetter.
Aye.
Well, Tom Reistetter wasn't a comic, but he was a wonderful man. Props.
Yeah, for real. And like this year's not even done yet.
My dad said that Tom Reistetter haunted him because he killed himself.
Because he killed himself?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
And he had pretty bad depression, and a lot of his other family members did it as well, the same fucking way. Hung himself in the basement.
Has there been like
it's
God, so like because your world, it comes from like such a fucking like a brooding like place, and yet you're still able to like live life. I had Jeremy Waterman.
Really, I fucking struggle, but continue. Who'd you have on?
Jeffrey Waterman. He was talking about like how he was feeling depressed and suicidal. He's just making suicide jokes left and right.
Oh,
and they're killing left and right.
Yeah.
And he goes like, oh, really? It's like this. It's this Hemingway type of thing where like I have to keep drinking or I won't produce great art. Is what he said. And I'm just like, oh damn. So you need to like keep up a certain level of it to keep creating stuff, but not so much that you actually fucking bite the dust or get hit by a car or just die in general,
Or you can try to look at it this way. We can talk about how the fact that you don't care if you live or die at that point in time makes you so funny. You don't care if you live or die. You're just so depressed. You just do not care.
You're checked out.
You're checked out. You don't care about being funny. You just like it just comes naturally.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's the strangest phenomena. Have you ever seen these comedians that like just broke up with their girlfriend like an hour ago and they fucking kill?
Yeah, dude. I've seen it. It's happened to me a handful of times. I did 6 shows the week my dog died. And I'm like, I instantly have the jokes on that. I have an altar in my room. I have the little clay paw print of him.
I have one of mine too.
Oh, and now it's like, oh, it's a fun little ashtray. I still get to smoke with my buddy.
Aww.
And it was like so fresh, and people like, because dying dog is not a good premise.
Oh,
and it was still fresh
in my head.
We'll
talk about courage later.
Yeah.
This might have to be a two-parter.
A two-parter? Oh, we got plenty of time. We're only 23 minutes deep.
No fucking way.
Yeah, we got like an hour and change. Yeah. It could be a two-parter. Depends on how long the battery life goes. Because then the rest of it's fucking audio.
That's true.
But courage and like doing dark jokes, like just the fucking week
it's,
it happened. You did it. I saw you do it.
It's when you don't give a fuck anymore.
You don't give a fuck. You live in it.
You do not give a fuck.
Yeah.
It's just like it's the craziest. Like you don't give a fuck and you don't care anymore. So you just say things with confidence, and they end up being funny. And I don't know it. That's how I got into comedy. I was like, if it's not funny, I'll just kill myself if I'm not good at this, and I'm still here. That's just
so
how...
something's working.
Yeah.
And at the same time, you have to bury it. Like, even if you get like a good gig, you're like on cloud 9 and shit. I fucking did a gig at the store, and it's like, oh my God, it's the store. And I ate shit because I was thinking about, oh fuck, I'm too happy. I have, like, because my jokes aren't happy. They don't come from a happy place. So I like sit in the corner for 10 minutes and think about how I don't know my dad, and I fucking go up there and I rock and roll. If I'm in a good mood, I'm going to suck. I kind of have to feel like shit a little bit before I go on sometimes. Like, so it can take me to that place. It's kind of like acting a little bit.
Yeah.
Just a little bit. And I feel like now, as of this recording, I feel like women are going to be hilarious. Not that they already were. but like women are funny as fuck.
I love
like,
that.
Times 2 now.
I love that. Number one, yay, thank you for saying women are funny.
Dude,
but blah,
yeah.
blah, 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 blah. But do you believe that a bunch of other people will now have this opinion?
Yeah, then it's going to be overly done too much, and then it's old hat, and it's like, oh, now I've heard like someone's take on it 20,000 times because I hosted open mics, and now everyone's going to do the joke about the thing. And it gets to a point where I'm like, all right, stop watching TV. We know people did all the Ian Russo jokes like the week of, and now it's like kind of died down a little bit. And people will throw it in there, and okay, that's funny when you throw it in there, but when you make it the whole through line.
I wonder if I'm going to have to put Ian Russo
on that list.
Yeah.
You think that's his next move?
I have nobody this year yet since the year started.
You have nobody this year?
Also, what year is it in the Jewish calendar? I can never remember. It used to be on my phone, but then I got a new one. 57. It's always 57.
You had all those older ones from like a couple of years ago. Dude, Jack Knight, that one hurt. That one hurt a little extra because he was so young, and he got the show. He got the show, and that's like, a lot of people move here. We're natives. So
David Arnold.
Yeah. You touch it, you touch success, and then it gets taken away. And then you're like, I feel so upset about the thing being taken away. Like, do you think that was kind of what kind of made it start? You think? When Jack Knight passed, I guess he was on a show and it didn't get renewed for a second season, and then like a couple months later, he's not with us. Yeah. I'm sorry if I brought that up.
No, I'm just trying to remember. Yeah. And I can't remember because I'm thinking on Judaism, the years are different because they start in September.
Okay.
So I'm like, which year?
Yeah.
Did he?
Oh, so now we got a new one and there's no one yet, and we just started.
Like that. It's like if it was September. Mm-hmm. So like if somebody killed themselves on Halloween, that's the first death of the Jewish year,
Yeah.
And I count them like that.
Yeah. I'm worried about how, because I don't know if we said this off mic or not, or if we talked about it yet, but
remind me. Never mind.
What worries me about the fucking Russo thing is, and you're like, oh, you think he's gonna kill himself? I think he's gonna kill other people and then himself.
Yeah,
that's what I think.
Actually, you're right. I take that back. He doesn't have. He always thought the audience was the problem, so he's gonna probably, mow down the audience.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about.
I think you're right.
Yeah, and I know this is like local shit because I have listeners in like other places, and they're all comics that have drama in their scenes, and when they listen to someone else's shit, they're like, huh?
Oh, I love when that happens. It's like a soap opera.
Oh yeah, like bitch, now you're famous. Everybody knows. You know how like there's no union for comedy, and yet at the same time we all kind of know each other a little bit in some way.
Yeah.
There's a network of us, and it spreads throughout the whole country. LA's a bubble, but a lot of comics aren't from here, and so they told their booker friends out in like St. Louis, Oklahoma City, Texas, and like all these other places, like, hey, fuck this guy. Well,
I am from here, so...
Yeah, shit.
I forgot, you're local too, right?
I'm local too, yeah.
Hell yes.
818 till I die. But you're Marina Del Rey, so you didn't grow up in the Valley, though, no?
No, like Marina Del Rey, Playa del Rey, Westchester. Yeah. I went to high school in El Segundo.
Yeah, you're a beachy.
I was a beachy kid. My high school had a surf team.
Must be so nice. I grew up poor on food stamps in the Valley and fucking like... Van Nuys, North Hollywood, Studio City, and yet like
lots of airplanes.
Yeah, all the fucking the airplanes are going off, all the porn's being shot. It's Studio City, dude. And my mom didn't shoot porn, but she was in television, and like everybody had a television job, and yet we're broke as fuck, living in places with barred windows and shit.
One of those Valley kids.
Yeah. But you didn't.
The single mom Valley kid. I've heard this story a number of times.
Brody Stevens.
Yeah.
Fucking, there's a lot of locals. God, it sucks to start here though, huh? Because we came up kind of hating the transplants.
Yeah.
That come here to do, acting or music or whatever the fuck it is.
If you don't like it, get the fuck out of my city.
Mm-hmm. Go make your shit fun. Why can't you make your town fun?
Yeah.
Why do you have to come here? We're already cool.
Yeah. We're good.
You're making it worse.
And you're making more traffic.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. I have a dark one. COVID didn't play its A game.
Ooh.
Yeah. Dude, it sucks that happened, but the traffic's still bad. So, either die or get the fuck out of here and go make your place hot. I mean, the road is nice now. The road is where the money is. Get out of here. You want to make the money in comedy? Guess what?
Would you like to go on the road together?
Would you?
Yes, actually.
I'm taking Drew Fahey to, by the time this comes out, this would already happen. I got a gig in Vegas. Mm-hmm. Brewery, bar show, nothing special, but it's a road gig. And I'm going to crash on Drew Fahey's parents' couch for the night. And we're just going to go do the road and we're going to lose. And it's going to be fun. There's gigs in Temecula, Hemet. I could reach out to a few people because it's just outside of LA, but it's still in California. Do you know Travis Tapleshay?
Here's what I've learned. Just because they know me doesn't mean I know them.
Okay.
I'm very distinct looking, so.
You're very distinct looking. And you need to be, vigilant because there's still bookers out there that are terrible people. And then we find out later. But Travis is a good guy. Headliners actually hit him up because they want to do a road gig and have it be in California without having it feel like LA. So have you noticed that sometimes...
Headliners in Sacramento, right?
Headliners in... no, not the place. Just headliners as in general.
Oh, as in the
noun.
Not
the spot. No, as in the now.
The noun. Or the collective noun.
Headliners like Sam Tripoli or, Whitney or, people that do the store a lot. Mm-hmm. But they're still in town and they're still working on new shit. So they'll hit guys like him up in places like Apple Valley or Hemet or Temecula, places that are still that have real audiences. Because it's I don't know about you, but sometimes I eat shit in LA because my jokes are too dark. Or they're they're too, I feel bad for you. I'm fine. I'm cool with the trauma that I got as a little kid. And I'm cool with making the jokes about that. But these fucking middle-aged people that were here to see Jay Leno, earlier, you have to match the room, and my shit doesn't match the room sometimes.
It's very hard to be dark like that, and I've learned the best way to do that and be dark is to just be obviously dark. Mm-hmm. Obviously dark.
Mm-hmm. And they're here for it.
It's nice if they're there for it. It is hard to do. It's a lot like food. Not everybody gets it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. 100%.
Yeah.
The road would love you. I believe that because I just, my brain goes to a fucked up place and my first thought is joke. And people who actively go to comedy shows are the same way. They are forgetting about their bullshit. And I just want to laugh at somebody else's fucked up shit. And that's Apple Valley. That's Vegas. That's Phoenix. Oh, man. Let's go to Phoenix.
Okay.
I'm kind of thinking in the spring. I don't know. I know someone out there.
I'm going to Pittsburgh in March.
Pittsburgh? You're flying?
I'm flying.
Whereabouts?
Maybe I would drive, but I already bought a ticket.
No, you'll be paying the same amount in gas because if you drive there, you still got to drive back, and you might as well just get a direct flight.
Oh, I got a transfer in Dallas.
Oh, it's not a direct flight? Okay, Dallas. Fuck Dallas.
I don't
What are you going to
mind.
Pittsburgh for?
I was going to go last year with my father,
Oh.
and he said I had some problem with my teeth, and I needed surgery, and he said, "Don't worry, we'll go next year," and we didn't.
Yeah, fuck.
We did not go. So
How long
now
are you
I
there
have
for?
to go, huh?
How long are you there for?
About a week. I decided maybe 2, and if I want to like go home early, I can.
Hit some places up.
Yeah.
There's probably a Facebook group or somebody.
I hate
You know.
being somewhere for too long and not having a car. Unless it's like a walkable city, like an obviously walkable city.
I've never been to Pittsburgh. I don't know if it's
I haven't
walkable.
either.
I wouldn't take the chance. I mean, if is anyone you know over there?
I'm Jewish.
You
I'll
know-
just go to
you know
Squirrel Hill.
somebody.
I'll go to Squirrel Hill. I'm gonna go into a temple. I'll probably, I don't know, which one would I choose? The Young People's Synagogue.
Okay.
That sounds like, yeah, that's the one my grandfather
You'll find
was
you'll find somebody
president
that does a
of.
room.
I'll find somebody, yeah.
You'll find
I'll
someone that does a room.
I will find them.
Yeah.
I'll just be like, hey, do you remember a guy named Alan Levy? Or, you know what, I can just find any of the people he went to high school with, and then I'll just find all the other Jews. It will be okay. I
Yeah.
believe in the power of my people.
Yeah, also you gotta check out a different scene because the only road gigs I've been able to get are places where I know I have a place to crash. Because then it's like, oh, now we're spending money on a hotel and shit like that.
Yeah.
Sometimes like the gig won't cover that. Like I did a gig in Albuquerque, and they're like, okay, the gig's $250, great. Hotel? Nah, you're on your own. Why fucking give me money anyway? Like, what the fuck, dude? So luckily I know somebody out there, and I'm like, great, cool. So you could go back to Pittsburgh and like get a gig in the future. You're going in March. You could book something when you go over there.
Yeah.
You have some time to talk to some people.
Yeah.
That's how I got Vegas. That's how I got Albuquerque. That's how I'm gonna get Oklahoma City, dude. Like, you're that's how you grow, dude. You got to go on the road.
I know.
Fuck this place.
Well, for so long, I didn't go on the road because I was afraid that if I went on the road and my dad got sick,
Yeah, you got to be around.
I got to
Yeah.
be at least in this time zone.
Yeah, that's why I'm still kind of here too. My mom lives here.
Yeah.
Her health's great. She's good now, but I'm like, I need to be around. I
Yeah.
can't just move. I could have went anywhere. I could have, like, when I moved back here, I could have fucking went to Denver. I could have went to Seattle or Dallas or somewhere. And I fucking chose to come back home. I'm kind of glad I did, but...
I did too. I went to San Francisco and
Oh,
yeah, I went
how
to
was that?
I went to art school in San Francisco.
When was this?
I graduated in 2013. So from 2009 to 2013.
Oh, fuck. It didn't quite hit the shit that it's in now. Because I've heard that, like, there's an app where you can, like, track human shit.
Oh,
Over
that's just
there.
the Tenderloin. Yes, over there, that was totally a thing. Human shit in the TL? Absolutely.
Oh, my God.
Absolutely.
How do you make that? How do you make an app for finding human excrement?
I think
How do
it's
you
really
find that?
fucked up that there is an app for it instead of somebody just, I don't know, getting a broom and fucking sweeping it.
Yeah, for real. It's like with New York and their garbage problem, but like San Francisco just got. And dude, what's even more fucked is that Gavin Newsom like cleaned the place right up before a fucking Chinese dictator like came through there, and it's like, why can't we have this all the time? Why can't this shit be nice? I don't know. I'm starting to like hate it here because watching the tents go up, I'm like, this isn't my neighborhood, dude. Like, Venice has gotten horrible. It's gotten fucking awful, dude. Hollywood is... It's always been kind of weird. You live in Hollywood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I grew up on the west side, so but I want to know, Mr. Valley, what do you think? Because, like, when I moved to Hollywood, I'm like, wow, this is so different than the West Side. Mm-hmm. I feel like I'm in, like, a different fucking city, like a literal different city.
Yeah. It's you grew up. You're a beach kid, so now
I'm a West LA kid. Yeah, you know, Mar Vista and Westchester, Venice, Culver City. Lots of Culver City.
Culver's tight. You're adjacent to just the fuck shit that goes on in Hollywood, and the people that aren't from here that move there are in for such a rude awakening, and I think it's the funniest thing. Like, oh, I'm moving to Hollywood, ooh, and then you get there, and you're like, oh, I'm on Fountain and Vine.
Yeah.
Fuck.
That's just a fucking... No, dude, you know it's just a place, right? Hollywood is an idea.
Yeah.
Hollywood's also the name of a street and a neighborhood.
Yeah. It's an idea, for sure. I think it's
and
a
it's
fucking...
a sign.
Yeah, it's a conspiracy. It's a sign. It's...
Well, I meant like a sign like on the mountain.
Yeah, the sign on the mountain. It could be a sign. I don't know. The whole shit's fucking going to shit, too. Like, Hollywood is so bad that people are actually listening to podcasts. And it's just like, that's how bad it is.
Speaking of, aren't we supposed to be talking about metal?
Yeah, we should. I didn't even fucking touch on that yet, because I'm being coached to talk about that shit now. Because it's niche. Metal's niche, and it keeps me from having a fucking anxiety attack all the time, dude. What was your first metal band? Who was the first band that got you into the genre?
Wow. The first thing I want to say is Black Sabbath.
Yeah.
But is that considered like metal? But then are we talking like
they started
faster
it.
Metal?
They started it. Well, whatever that
or
first
like,
band was Black Sabbath the first band?
Black Sabbath was totally the first.
Oh, yeah. Then there it is. Like, oh, God, fucking John DeResta asks this question all the time. Ozzy or Dio?
Dio. Wait, no. Ozzy,
Heaven
the singer?
Yeah.
Ozzy as the singer for Black Sabbath. Okay, Black Sabbath, yes.
Yeah.
Dio solo, mwah.
Oh, yeah.
Love Dio solo.
Rainbow in the
Dark.
Yeah.
Holy Diver is a fantastic fucking album.
That fucking song, yeah.
Some of my favorite memories are with me and my old buddy Vince. And we would just drive through LA listening to Holy Diver on repeat, man.
Did you hear the Kill Switch Engage cover?
No.
Of that song? Oh, boy. Oh, boy. I can show you the world.
I never got into Kill Switch Engage because it kind of sounds like one of those emo bands.
A little bit. I would put them in that camp because there's hell like this, but like that's very Dio as well. But Kill Switch is kind of like Hatebreed.
But
fans.
How is it heavy?
It's heavy.
Is it?
It's heavy. Well, it's heavier than the original
Does it make
song,
me wanna...
like for sure. It definitely.
We have Iron Maiden.
Yeah, which, dude, they're still my favorite, but 50 years of touring. Like, stop. You know, like, they've served the metal community for decades, and they deserve to retire and live their fucking golden years. Because the original singer died not too long ago. Paul Di'Anno. Did you know that?
No.
He died, I think it was like some liver failure or something. He was like 66. First 2 albums, he's dead. And the current touring band now, like they're alive and well and healthy and shit. But like, I don't want one of them to like break something or die while on tour. That'd be horrible. So like, retire and just fucking let go, dude. If Vin Scully could do that shit, so could you. You know what I mean? Like Maiden, like people would ask like, oh, what's your favorite Maiden record? Like the answer's different every time.
Yeah.
You ask me, because it's like, dude, I have a rotation in the car. I've got fucking Seventh Son in my car right now.
Power Slave for me.
Power Slave. Oh, dude, it's 2 minutes to nap time for this band.
Yeah, it's hilarious because you think that song would be 2 minutes long, but it's like 6.
It's 6. It's 8. And now they're playing fucking 12-minute, 13-minute fucking songs. And it's like, because Bruce needs a break. There's like these 5-minute fucking where it's just music. And Bruce like survived throat cancer. Did you know that?
Is the music good?
The music's still good, but the songs are just too fucking long now. And now I'm like, God, you know, the long songs in the 80s were good, but they're just like barely fucking hanging on by a thread. And they were just at the Forum. And they did, you know, really well, but like they're 70 years old. Like fucking stop, you know? Drew Fahey said their age is high. It's a deep cut. I know only you would get that one.
There goes a siren that pulls out into the hospital.
Oh my God, that's great. Here's the cover of I don't know if the people are gonna listen to it. Recognize that?
Yeah.
Not Dio.
No.
And YouTube's gonna fucking strike me if I fucking continue that shit. But I gotta fucking give you a whole playlist of shit.
Now, when you asked like who was my first like favorite metal, like real metal love, I'm like, fuck, okay. All right, now.
Did you listen to emo music when you were a teenager?
Not really. I was more of a punk kid.
You're more of a punk kid? Okay.
I was more of a punk kid. I hate Green Day.
You hate Green Day?
I hate Green Day, and not
Green
that
Day.
kind of punk. I like Pop Rocks and Coke, and that Dookie album's pretty good.
Dookie's good, yeah.
Everything else I fucking hate.
Bands that sound like this.
I fucking hate that shit. But let's all face it, My Chemical Romance is a fucking hit. We all fucking love those two songs, man.
Yeah.
We can't not love those two songs.
That tour should have been called "It's Not a Phase, Mom." Like, so you're more of a so punk was more your thing.
Clash was
Motorhead. Would you lump Motorhead?
Yeah,
in,
Motorhead is metal. Yeah, well then
it's
Motorhead.
Metal and it's punk. It's a lot of things, you know.
Yeah, well then
Motorhead could be
Motorhead.
punk.
Yeah, okay, got into Motorhead in like 8th grade, but yeah, I guess originally Black Sabbath in like 6th grade. God. Motorhead for sure.
Korn?
I didn't get into Korn until like halfway until the end of high school, which is like, man, that would have been the best years for Korn.
Yeah, fuck. Dude, that band saved my fucking life, dude.
Yeah?
Like, I would have been setting shit on fire and getting in trouble and shit if it weren't for that band. They kept the bad feelings down, you know. That band fucking. I'm a pyromaniac. I fucking loved setting trash cans on fire and shit.
Oh, I am trying so hard not to set shit on fire.
I love setting shit on fire.
I'm trying hard not to. I don't like not fire pits because I'm afraid I'm gonna like go ham.
That band,
I've got a lot of anger in me, man.
Oh, dude, you light it and you just stare at it and you're kind of in a trance.
Oh, is Marilyn Manson metal?
He's metal. Marilyn Manson's metal for sure. Like I would put him because there's so many subgenres on like the tree. You know, there's so many branches. I would put Marilyn Manson in like industrial metal. Like Static X kind of.
In that weird 90s era where we're not sure if it's metal or not.
Yeah, Rammstein. I would lump like Rammstein's metal as fuck, but they have that electronic kind of sound to it too. Rob Zombie is in that, you know.
I do love White Zombie.
Because there's people that like those songs because they just like spooky season, but they're not metalheads, you know. And they put those songs on.
Metal needs to be heavy.
Yeah.
Metal needs to, or you know what? The best way to really listen to metal, I have learned. Let me take a sip. Hold on. When you listen to metal, you want to feel like an eagle soaring through the sky. You're a big, powerful, beautiful fucking bird. You're going through mountains and trees and shit.
Oh yeah, yeah. You feel like
grab a fish or some shit. You're like you're a Viking out in the ocean or some shit.
Oh, dude,
it's gonna make you feel powerful and free.
Oh yeah. You should have. It's a shame you didn't go because I invited you to this concert the day of. My brother was sick of food poisoning, and it was at the Forum like 2 years ago. I remember hitting you up and going like, "Hey, I know this is last minute, but do you want to come with me to see Amon Amarth, Cattle Decapitation, and Obituary and
I do like
Carcass?"
Obituary.
And
I like obituary.
you were like, "Oh, I have work, I can't." And it was also like super last minute.
Oh,
that I
what?
asked you.
If
like,
this was 2 years ago, then I was
Yeah.
working at Italy, yeah.
Yeah, you were working, and it was like 3 hours before the concert. I was like about to leave, and I knock on. My brother was living with me at the time, and I knock on the door, and he's in bed, just like fucking just sick. And I'm like, "Hey, I'm getting ready to leave and go to the concert in like a couple of hours. You want to like get ready?" And he's like, "Dude, I can't go." And I hit you up, and I was like, "Let's fucking go!" And you're like, "I'm working." You would have loved it. You would have loved it, dude. It was such a fucking experience. Metal like does something to you. You know, it puts you in a place that goes, I don't want to commit atrocities.
It depends on the type of metal, too.
Yeah.
All
When you
right.
describe an eagle flying through the sky, I'm thinking like fucking Nightwish and like fucking like power metal and Dio and
Oh, all right. Iron Maiden. You know Big Aura?
Big Aura. I don't know Big Aura. Wait, a Maiden song?
Yeah, it's on Power Slave.
It's on Power Slave?
Yeah, we were just talking about Power Slave. That's why I brought it
Why am
up.
I not fucking remember
It's
that?
the only one without any fucking words.
Oh, Lost for Words.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. All right.
Big Aura, Lost for Words.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I call it Lost for Words.
Yeah.
I don't
It's
remember
the
that
one
part.
with the
Yeah.
parentheses, but yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I haven't listened to it in a while. I've been playing Seventh Son so much where I'm like, I've kind of forgotten about like certain songs. I bet it'll hit me right away. Lost for Words, I like that song. I remember liking that because if I remember correctly, the track list is Aces High.
Oh, or
2
you
minutes
gotta
to
feel
midnight.
like,
Yeah.
you know, you're a fucking fighter pilot in the sky. You
Yeah.
know, again, that freedom. I do love that
their
song.
lyrics are like, you know, from literature, so you're actually learning something too. This isn't dumb like Pantera fans, you know.
Oh no, this is how like metalheads pass history class
Yeah.
from listening to Iron Maiden lyrics.
Maiden. Oh yeah, 100%. The fucking trooper. I think is about how the Zulu fucking fucked up the British.
No, wrong song.
No, there was like it was like 180 British dudes, and they all had guns. 180 British versus like 30,000 Zulu. And Maiden's like, we're going to write a song about that. Oh, the flight of the Icarus. He flew too close to the sun, and then he died.
Of an eagle.
know.
Of an eagle.
Yeah, of an eagle. Yeah, see, that's the song you're thinking of.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Oh.
It takes you to a place. I feel like metalheads are more adjusted mentally. Do you think?
I
Like the fact that you're not in prison right now. You know, you're not doing something. You're like you didn't do something. You didn't murder someone. You're obsessed with murder. You love murder. You know, but murder.
I
you
love
know.
I love death. I'm fascinated by murder.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, some metalheads are murderers, but also some metalheads are lawyers.
Oh yeah. Dude, the fucking one of the guitar players for Cannibal Corpse had human skulls in his basement.
I got into Cannibal Corpse
Real
and
human
like
skulls.
fucking yeah. I got into Cannibal Corpse like what was it, around college, and around the same time as Toxic Holocaust.
Toxic
Pardon me.
Holocaust.
Around the same time as Toxic Holocaust, so I keep thinking Cannibal Holocaust.
Cannibal Holocaust.
Or like
That's a
I always
fucking
confuse the two.
You know, have you seen that movie, Cannibal Holocaust?
Isn't that just like a blue movie or a smut film where
I would say smut. A lot of people thought it was a snuff film.
snuff film?
because of
Sorry,
how it
that's
was
what I meant
shot.
to say.
It wasn't, but it was like that movie's the reason why there's that whole no animals were harmed in the making of this movie. Like a turtle was fucking got like hacked up and like eaten for dinner.
I thought that was because of pink flamingos.
Pink flamingos. Oh, that too. A guy fucked a chicken. It's probably that too. That movie came out before Cannibal Holocaust.
That's true.
Cannibal
I guess
Holocaust
that's why.
came out in like 1980. Pink Flamingos like 70s, yeah?
Yeah.
If I know my film geek shit correctly.
I love John Waters. If he dies, I'm like, that's it. I'm
Well,
done.
dude, I don't want to put it out there, but he's old as fuck.
I know. He's so fucking old.
Mel Brooks is still with us.
Oh my
you know?
God. Where's Wood? Where's Wood?
Where's wood? That's made out of wood. That's made out of wood. Yeah. God protect Mel Brooks, man.
Oh.
I swear to God, if he dies before this comes out, I'm gonna have to cut it because I'll feel like there's bad juju. He's still here, and that's fucking great. Fucking not to take that to a dark turn. We were talking about metal. Fucking God, I'm stoned.
Me too. Do you want to bring on more?
I could. I do want to. I don't want to save it for the cameras though, because the cameras are gone.
That's true.
YouTube gets mad. They get fucking mad, dude. Like they'll just, not that this channel's anything, but they'll just demonetize it.
I hate that you can't say the word died anymore. You can't say the word kill. You have to say unalive.
You have to say unalive. Oh yeah, I know that, but you can't just say kill, like in context to kill, like, oh, you're killing it on stage. Like that's just. Or
I don't know.
To kill someone.
But they got to put like the stupid little apostrophe or the asterisk in the letters.
Yeah, that's annoying. Like that's just making it soft. Like why do we have to, like, this is like, death is a guarantee. Why do we have to dance around it? You know?
I miss the good old days where YouTube didn't have ads or like language restriction.
Oh God.
When it was just the Wild West.
Yeah, rotten.com. Did you ever go on there?
I went on Gore.
You went on Gore? Oh, you went on Best Gore?
Was it Best Gore?
Or was it just
Gore? I can't remember.
Like, because I think Gore was the one.
I think it was just regular Gore.
It was click the cute puppy if you want to leave. They like give you that warning when you first type it in.
I don't remember. That might have been.
No,
it probably wasn't that one then. It was probably Best Gore then.
And fucking Cannibal Corpse has all those fucking fucked up songs because I feel like it's to desensitize me. And then I go on Gore or Rotten. I'm like, this guy got ran over by a fucking 18-wheeler. Some brutal shit. I'm like, wow. It's the same thing with like when I set things on fire. And I go like, wow, I'm just staring into the fucking flame. And metal kind of like kept that same feeling, but not actually.
It does for me too. Mm-hmm. All right. Do you have a weird guilty pleasure? It doesn't have to be like exactly metal, but like metal adjacent, you know?
Nickelback.
That's your guilty pleasure?
Yeah, I know the lyrics to like a few songs, and I don't listen to them a lot, but they've been implanted in there for so long that it's totally, never made it as a wise man. I'll listen to that shit. I'll listen to Linkin Park and would you put grunge metal adjacent? Like there's like some like bands that are just so corny and like Creed.
Oh, that's some Christian metal or whatever.
Christian metal. Yeah. I listen to some of that just because they're funny, you know. They say that a hero could save us, and I just laugh.
I'm not gonna stand here and wait.
It's just funny, dude. It's someone called
with arms wide open. That voice right there.
Yeah, it's rock, you know, but it's not fucking, you know, it's not Dave Mustaine saying the government is awful. It's not Corpse Grinder singing about singing. You know, do you call it singing when it's just Cookie Monster with an anger problem?
What about squealing? I never got into shit with squeals.
Lamb of God kind of does that.
Yeah, I never got into Lamb of God that much.
Oh, really? I love Lamb of God.
I like Children Bodom.
Bodom's good. Yeah, I love. Oh, when Alexi Leho died.
I also like Sisters of Mercy.
Sisters of Mercy is good. Very good.
Scissor Sisters.
Oh, dude, I got into Sisters of Mercy really late to the party.
Oh,
because
Mother Russia made
got really late. Did you see the Simon Pegg movie World's End? He's wearing a Sisters of Mercy shirt, and I'm like, what is that? And I looked it up. I'm like, who's this band? I'm like, this is like goth, fucking like synth, 80s as fuck, like the Smiths, but they're pissed off. Mm-hmm. You know, and I'm like, I like this. How did I miss that? You know. There's like and they've been around forever, and I just fucking missed the party.
Oh yeah.
You know, like my mom was late to Sabbath, and she was young when Sabbath came out. I put on Sabbath. She's like, "Who the fuck is this?" I'm like, "You should know. You should fucking know, dude. Like, was this not on the radio back then?" And she's like, "Probably, maybe. I don't know." She was on acid the whole time. How did you get into? Who introduced you? Did you discover metal on your own, or did a family member introduce you to it?
Family friend. Her name was Maria. She also loved the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Chili Peppers?
Yeah.
Ah.
She got me into metal. Mostly, mostly Black Sabbath. Da 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 da. I remember her banging like against the ceiling. Pop pop pop.
Oh, fuck, that's amazing.
I still do it to this day.
You bang on the ceiling?
Yeah. Oh.
I can't fucking... I can't even drive the speed limit. There's certain songs that they're so good I have to skip. Because I'm like, this song just fucking ramps my shit up. Like, no, I want to speed down the 101 now. Fucking, hey.
Or you know what it does? It makes me want to get into stupid lanes just to realize that I should have stayed in my other lane.
Mm-hmm. Or no, I want to drive longer because this song is too good.
Oh, yeah, or I'll just stay in my car for a while.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll, like, turn it off at the exact same moment I wanted to and get out of the 100%. Car at that moment.
Do you spend forever looking for the right riff for like, you know, you plug something on social media, I'm like, this needs a song.
I'm not very good at social media. I need to get better.
Yeah, I mean,
it takes forever. Maybe I need an iPad or some shit. I don't know.
We all do. We all need to get better at it.
Is that what it is?
Yeah,
I need
to
see this shit.
We're chasing a dragon, you know? We're like addicts with it. Like, we can't just be funny anymore. We have to do all this shit now. And I spend hours looking for the right riff, the right song. And, oh no, I have to play it over again because I didn't appreciate it enough. I didn't appreciate the moment, you know? That's with a lot of Bodum songs. Fucking Alexi Leho will just do a solo and I'll be euphoric. My eyes will roll in the back of my head. I'm like, this is the best thing ever. My arm hairs are going up.
Oh, is Led Zeppelin metal?
Brink of. I would count it. There's some heavy songs in there. Trampled Underfoot. It's an upbeat fucking like happy song, and yet it's got like a groove to it. You know, like in the same way Pantera has a groove. Like there's songs that are just like you go, the Immigrant Song, it's fast.
I was just thinking that.
Yeah. That there's screaming, you know.
Yeah, but when they're like, is it not metal?
Not metal, no. Every metal band has the ballad, you know. Metallica did it. Everybody did it. Fucking Korn has their ballads.
I feel like Metallica has a lot of fucking ballads.
They got a few, because they got commercial. They got, you know, they're in their dad rock phase.
I guess.
Metallica's dad rock now. Or it's been.
Well, it kind of has been for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, when Cliff died, it was like, oh, we're sad now. And I'm like, okay, this kind of makes sense that they would, like, have a ballad. You know? Their first ballad didn't have words. It was To Live Is To Die. And it was like this kind of like somber sort of song. It's the same album that One is on. The song that goes, Darkness Imprisoning Me. Yeah. They have a ballad.
I never got that into Metallica. I like Enter Sandman.
Mm-hmm.
And Master of Puppets. Ride the Lightning is actually a pretty good album.
You like the regular ones, that album's 40 years old. Fuck. Ride the Lightning's
what's sad?
great.
We're almost 40 years old.
Don't remind me.
How old are you again? 32?
I'm 33.
Yeah, me too.
You're old. You got me by like 2 months. My birthday's in February. You're in April.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I feel old, but I still look kind of young despite my hairline. Like the stress has aged me a little bit. You think? The stress of like the parlance of our times and all that.
I think because you don't know who your daddy is, you're never gonna know.
No, I'm never.
They say it comes from the mother's side. Yeah.
This thought hit me. I'm not gonna. The only way I find out when he dies is gonna be through his children's Instagram posts, because I don't follow them because they don't know, but I lurk.
Oh yeah, aren't you the secret kid?
Secret kid, yeah. I'm a secret kid, and his wife does not know, dude. And I'm gonna find out when that service will be held, and I don't know whether or not to just stand in the back and just be like the mysterious, like I'm gonna wear all black and just hang my head, or I'm gonna tell them, you know. And what if that like flips their shit, you know? Like when
It's occurred to you your dad may have left you money.
I don't think so. I don't think it would go to me. It wouldn't go to me because these motherfuckers have a plan. My mom did the Neptune Society. Like, she figured it all out. When she dies, all I have to do is call a phone number. She made it real simple for me. Your dad had cancer.
Yeah.
So it was kind of like, it's coming. So might as well be ready for it.
Yep.
Yeah, you gotta.
My dad took very good care of me.
You have
God
things to
that
arrange. You got shit to take care of. You have things to handle. Do you have siblings?
Nope.
No, only kid.
Yep.
Damn, you didn't have to allocate anything. Well, probably other immediate family members, right? So when my dad goes, I don't think if there is money, it'll go to the kids he raised. It won't go to me. I don't think, because then it would feel like they got cheated, or I feel like I got cheated.
I would feel cheated because I got cheated out of not having a father, even though he was right there.
Mm-hmm. Fuck.
That's pretty fucked up. You got cheated out of having siblings.
I have a brother. This is the same guy, but
yeah.
His wife had endometriosis.
Oh yeah, that's.
She couldn't have kids, or if she could, it would be like a high risk. So he adopted 2 other kids, and he like raised them like a couple of years. He got them like a few years before I was born. So they've been around a little bit longer, but they're not his. But I mean, cool, it's a bonus, but otherwise I don't really give a shit. I didn't know the guy. I've met him, but I don't really like have a relationship with him, but I'll find out. And then I'm going to tell my mom if she doesn't beat him to it, or vice versa. I'm going to find him. His number's like in her phone somewhere. I'll find it.
You know what? Mm-hmm. I recently met a private investigator that I plan on hiring soon. Maybe he'll do a 2-for-1 deal.
A 2-for-1 deal?
If he's already going to be in LA doing my shit, because he lives in Bakersfield.
Oh, fuck.
And it's like, that's what you want. You put on a private investigator from Bakersfield, man. That's a great resume. Say no more.
Oh, shit. That's something you're looking into?
No, actually, did you know it's not too late for us to join the FBI?
It's not too late?
No.
What do you mean we could just join the FBI?
Yeah, they're hiring.
They're hiring?
Yeah, they want agents.
I don't know, it's a high-stakes job.
I'd have to move to Virginia.
You'd have to move to Virginia? Look what they did to Edward Snowden. Look what they did to him. You remember Edward Snowden?
Vaguely. What happened again? He leaked some shit out?
He's the guy that was the whistleblower on, like, the NSA looks at our dick pics, essentially. Like, the government spies on us. The Patriot Act, that whole thing.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, TikTok's spying on us. I'm like, y'all are doing that shit too. And he's in asylum in Russia, and he's never going to get a fair trial if he ever comes back to the States. And he like leaked some shit out. I feel like I would find some shit out, and then I would get disappeared. Because that's how I am. I'll call shit out and be like, hey, you guys are upholding all these rules and yet you're doing this? Fuck you. I'd be terrible, man. I'd get fired so quick. You want to do it?
Now, who is what's her face Manning?
Oh, I don't know who that is. What's her face Manning? Who? I'm outside of that.
The other whistleblower.
There was another one?
And there was some other whistleblower. I don't know.
I would tell, dude. I'm a snitch. I'm bad. I have, however, kept many secrets, and I would legit forget about those secrets. And there's like a thing, no names, but I have like I know shit about a few comics and like a love triangle. It's kind of spicy, but she was like, "Don't tell anybody." I'm like, "I don't know what you're talking about." And then she approaches me again. She's like, "You know," I'm like, "Huh?"
Here's what I've learned. If you actually enjoy talking to the person as a comedian, don't fuck them.
Don't fuck them?
Don't fuck the ones you enjoy talking to.
No.
Only fuck the ones you think are funny.
That do you think aren't funny?
Are not funny. Only fuck the ones you think aren't funny.
But that's a turn off for me. I wouldn't want to fuck someone who's not funny.
Yeah.
Funny is kind of a, it's a good
that's
quality.
how you don't get attached.
Yeah.
May I?
Go ahead. You can vape in here. It's fine. It's tobacco. That's interesting. I never thought of that. Because I have, someone told me who has like a better thing on like psychosis. Attachment avoidance, where I would get attached and then you'd never hear from me. Because I don't want those feelings to like, and I don't want to catch feelings. I'm scared of catching feelings. So then like, if I do fuck someone, I will never see them again. Whereas like, if there's people that but you're right though. I don't want to fuck people who I enjoy like being around, because then it's fucking awkward when it does happen. And I'm like, and I don't want to do that.
Don't fuck your neighbors.
No, never. No.
Never fuck your neighbors.
Absolutely not. Sounds convenient, though.
It's so convenient, but don't do it.
Don't do it. No.
Don't.
You'll never hear the end of it. It's a tightrope walk. What's your take on? I mean, I think you've dated a comic.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what'd you learn from that?
Don't.
Don't. They all say that. But there's like
what do I keep doing? Because I'm a woman in comedy. It's surrounded by men. There's times where I don't realize I'm the only chick there. Because there's just always fucking men.
Oh boy, I see that way too much.
So, it's not like that. It's just like, there's a lot of fucking men and I'm the only woman. And I see these guys all the fucking time and they see me all the time. Mm-hmm. And sadly, being funny is actually attractive. Mm-hmm. So
I mean, outside of comedy, I think if someone being funny is like a good quality.
You know what the secret is?
Yeah.
Wait till January.
I know what you're talking about.
And fuck all the comics with their stupid fucking like New Year's resolutions. I'm gonna be funny. Fuck them. Fresh meat, like senioritis, I swear.
I'm dead. I'm dead.
I do it. Dead. It's great.
Oh, man. I hope we still have a society to make fun of.
Yeah.
I hope we still have a society, dude. Because we're going to be fine, but the first time Trump was elected, I didn't get laid once. And I don't support Trump. And just because on the principle that I'm a dude, and this guy got elected. God, I said we weren't going to go there, but here we are.
Oh no!
The dude was like, "Oh, grab him by the pussy." That tape came out, and all of a sudden that was like a big fucking this guy's not fucking making it. And yet, like, here we are. And for the entire first time Trump was president, I didn't have sex once. 4-year dry spell, nothing. I felt sheepish. I felt like this isn't a good time for.
And then what happened with right Biden?
Now. The night Biden gets inaugurated, I get laid in Oklahoma. I hooked up with a nurse and I got COVID. The first day Biden was president. And I'm thinking this shit's happening now. I'm like, do I stay out of it? Or do I code switch? Like, because men are going to code switch and go, oh, I voted Kamala, I'm an ally. So, because they want to get laid. And then there's I feel like this is going to be a repeat of what like the romantic society was like in 2016 for me. And I think in general, like, dude, people just aren't going to fuck. It's going to be a major, like
grab her by the pussy, I guess, kind of ruined some shit.
That ruins it. It's going to leave. There's going to be a fucking women's march, but at least they're not going to y'all Kai to the fucking Capitol. Like, it's not going to get fucking major ugly.
I don't know. I heard French Accent was in January 6th. Do you remember him?
Yeah, I remember him. Yeah. He didn't go in, but he was there.
Word. Okay.
Yeah, he didn't go in.
That's cool, Frenchie.
Because then he'd be in. Because a lot of those guys are on fucking trial right now.
Oh yeah.
He's still running around doing his thing. He didn't enter. I think he was hanging out by some trees, catching some shade, just going like, hey, look at this. Yeah, and that was that.
That sounds cool.
Yeah.
That actually sounds very cool.
Yeah, good for you, bud.
Yeah.
Like, what a time to be alive.
Well, that's an interesting thing to witness, man.
Yeah, I wrote jokes about it. As it happened. As it fucking happened. And what did I say? I said Trump got his unlimited pasta pass revoked from Olive Garden because he got banned from Twitter like the next day. and it was just like, yeah, dude, fucking Don't Tread on Me got trampled to death. Like a woman got trampled to death. And she had like the snake flag on her. And I'm like, this writes its fucking self, dude. Like, this is gold. This is fucking gold. I feel like women are going to be super fucking hilarious now, dude. I 1000%.
Well, now's a good time to get into the January joiners.
Now's a good fucking time, dude. And I feel like because of the emotional like charge of it all, it's gonna affect like multiple facets of life. It's not just gonna be, we're gonna do this every 4 years. Like, this is a permanent stamp, on like the decline of shit. I'm here for it. Are you here for it? I'm here for it, dude. I'm down. Chaos.
Let's fucking set shit on fire. Mm-hmm. Like, where do you go when you want to set shit on fire?
LA River.
Yeah?
Walk down the LA River. There's trash cans for like people to throw away. Like,
and set those on fire?
Set them on fire.
They always blame the homeless.
They'll blame the homeless. And,
I've learned that too.
Somebody from an apartment will look at the smoke. They'll call the fire department. They'll put it out. And all you have to do is just walk like half a block away and you'll just get to watch it. And you can act like, something happened.
Did you see the fire the other night on the 101?
No. Wait, was this off Coldwater?
No.
It was on the freeway? Was it a car on fire?
No, this was like the freeway strip on fire halfway. Two big, beautiful squares, like, where Third Wheel is, right off the off-ramp near Third Wheel on the northbound, yeah. The north side, oh my Lord, just two big, beautiful black squares of fire. And, as I was coming up on it, I'm like, is that fire? Fuck yeah. Ooh, big fire, big fire.
Big fire.
No!
Did you feel the heat on that shit?
In my heart.
In your heart? There was a fire on the 101. I was coming from the Hollywood Comedy, and there was a car on fire in the shoulder lane. And I passed it to get off at the next thing. And I like slowed down. I almost fucking crashed. I was like, ooh. It was like shiny. And there was like a guy standing outside his car, like on the phone, just watching his fucking car go ablaze. And I'm just like, that sucks for him. But at the same time, I'm like, this is great. I'm a moth, dude. I fucking love. I'm the weird guy at the campfire that sits by it the whole night. Have you been to those?
I have.
Like outside parties?
Yeah, I do love to just watch it, and it's like, come on, get that bit. And lately I've just been angry at the world.
Yeah, you need it. It's nature.
I've been angry at the world, and I want to set shit on fire all the fucking time. Places I don't like, I imagine, like, setting on fire. Have you heard of a man named John Orr?
John Orr? No.
The most prolific arsonist.
Oh, fuck.
In possibly the entire country.
Oh, shit.
He was a fire captain. He was a fire arson inspector. A fire arson investigator for the Glendale Fire Department here in LA.
Oh, fuck. So he could tell if it was arson or not? Like, that's his job?
Yeah.
And he's the fucking guy, like...
setting the arson fires,
wow.
Yes. And then he wrote a terrible, terrible book called Points of Origin. I've read it. And, it's just some amateur book. But I've read it, and bro, he totally fucking did it.
Oh, he
he went into, like, how to make the fucking device.
In the book?
In the book.
And that's how he got caught? Because he revealed that in the book?
No.
Or?
A lot of people realize that there's just a lot of fires around this one, like, area all the way up, and there's an interesting way. They're using cigarettes. And they're using, like, some interesting foam. And on the way to this firefighter convention, they noticed there was just a fuck ton of arson trails leading to LA.
Oh, shit.
And they noticed that, and then they wanted to trick them and see, and they said, hey, the fire's on, like, I don't know, 8715 Chevy Chase, but it was really at 8517 Chevy Chase, you know? It gave him the wrong address. He still showed up to the fire.
Fuck.
What else? He was caught with, like, videotapes, I think, of houses on fire.
Oh, this guy fucking loves fire. Oh my god. He has tapes of it.
If he didn't have tapes of it, I might be thinking of somebody else.
He'd be fucking to that shit. He'd put that on his TV.
I don't think I don't think so. I don't remember if he had video, but he wrote a fucking book that was pretty much a spank bank.
Oh my god. Wow.
It's quite the read.
Way to hide your tracks, bud.
Yeah, he didn't do smart on that.
That's the thing on pyrotechnics is that you burn the evidence. You know, you get rid of it. My cousin's the same way. I think, dude, I don't know if it's genetic, but there's like multiple family members of mine that are just like, they just have a fucking hyperfixation on fire.
That might be something genetically passed down to you, evolutionary wise. I mean, somebody had to stay up and make sure the fire didn't set the cave on fire, or go out or get in. Yeah,
some kind of crazy, and yet. I want it playing I have it playing in the background before I go to sleep at night. I just have the little crackling sounds of like wood burning. It's just so soothing to me. You ever done that? You fall asleep to like noise at all, or do you fall asleep to your dark thoughts?
I still fall asleep to Forensic Files, man. I've seen them all, but it still puts me to sleep. It's that fucking voice.
Mm-hmm. Comfort show?
It's definitely I can't sleep. I'm putting on Forensic Files, even though I've seen them all, and it is that voice. And you know what? You can watch it on YouTube, and nobody says grape. Nobody says
grape.
Nobody says unalived. Mm-hmm. I don't even remember if there was a warning. They would just straight up go, like a woman was murdered in her toilet. And you go, oh man, she was brutally assaulted, stripped naked.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, her husband came and found her.
Mm-hmm. You know that movie, The Ringer, where Johnny Knoxville pretends to be retarded?
No.
Dude, like, it's shit like that's like nobody's gonna make it anymore. Nobody's gonna make this type of stuff because we're sensitive or whatever. The movie is Johnny Knoxville wants to bet on the Special Olympics, so he enters and pretends to be special needs to compete with them, thinking like, oh, he'll beat everyone. He's like normal bodied or whatever the fuck. Turns out there's a fucking guy with tard strength that just smokes him. And he like actually has to, it's a comedy movie, this is a comedy, and this would never get made today. If Forensic Files was made now, or whoever's writing it now, they couldn't have those lines because people will just go, but like y'all get off on like the murder documentaries, I bet you watch that because you like the serial killer stuff. You've seen all the documentaries on Netflix. There was like a Ted Bundy thing that came out. Was it a movie or a doc? I can't remember.
I don't know. I don't watch most of the movies, like movies like that.
Yeah, like Zac Efron played Ted Bundy. Ted Bundy in the
I'm good.
movie.
I'm good. I'm good.
But like we're so like, because you're desensitized and people putting like all these like weird sensors on it. And like this fucking shit makes us weak. Like,
it makes the children weak.
Yeah.
I don't like this new generation of children.
Oh, God.
They're weak. Do we sound like old people?
I think we do.
We are old people now.
We do. We're the last ones that said like, oh, the street lights are on. It's time to come home. Like we're the last of our kind. Like when we were young, these teenagers, not teenagers, like even little kids, they have like the fucking screens and shit. Their parents are with them. I work at a restaurant, so there's like a hand sanitizer thing. Mm-hmm. On this, they walk in first thing, hand sanitize. It's like, bitch, get your hands dirty. Like that's how you build a fucking immune system. You drank from the garden hose, and you're telling your kid to sanitize before they walk into the fucking. I don't know if like
before they walk into the restaurant. Yeah, it's for you.
Yeah,
she's doing that for you.
Ugh.
Because children's hands are disgusting.
They're gross, yeah.
Yeah, she's doing that for you.
Yeah.
You should be grateful for that.
They're gross.
But the second she puts an iPad instead of like a fucking coloring crayon, it's done.
I had a fucking kid just like refuse to leave her table. Like the little kid she had her tablet. She just didn't want to go. Like, no. mom and dad just decide to leave the spot.
Yeah.
And my boss is like, oh my God. I'm like, no, shh, watch what they're doing.
Yeah.
Watch what they're doing. Like, she's leaving the kid, and now the kid starts crying.
Uh-huh.
And now it's like, fucking, see, come on. Like, yes, it sucks, but
this kid's got to learn a lesson.
You're teaching the fucking kid. Because parents now will just go like, I don't want to do this. And then
nope.
they go.
So,
like
you know what we need to bring back?
What?
Super Nanny.
Super Nanny? Oh, man. We need Super Nanny. Combine Super Nanny with, like, Scared Straight.
I think that's just Super Nanny.
Yeah, that's just super. We need that. Like, just
we need Super Nanny
like,
again.
You don't need to get like, oh, I'm sad. I don't have a million TikTok views. And Super Nanny's like, why are you upset about that? Like, fuck you. Go clean your room. Like, go do some fucking chores, dude. Go outside. Go touch grass. But I don't want to go outside. I want to stay in. Fucking weaklings, dude. My nieces, they were teenagers when the pandemic hit, and they're like weird socially because they got fucking put away.
Yeah.
They're all weird now. And they don't know how to fucking...
Yeah, interact again.
Yeah, and I'm the one that's autistic. And I'm like, look at me. Like, look at me in the eyes. Like, come on.
And I'm the one that's autistic.
Yeah. And
that's probably why there's going to be a spike in autism now.
Probably.
I also think TikTok is already my brain as an ADD person anyway.
Oh, yeah. I feel like it's going to be more
ADD.
On set. Brody Stevens was on set autism as an adult. He got hit with that shit as an adult. Maybe it's something he had for a long time, but like this shit changes your brain chemistry. You know? Everybody might get a little or something if they keep fucking doom scrolling. You know? God, I hate when I do that. It's bad. I need to stop. Like, I'm on the phone too much. And it's giving me a mental breakdown. Like, I lose time. And there's not a lot of time. My knees are cranking.
I wish there was something I could do with that time. Like, what could I be doing? I wish,
Learn a skill.
Yeah, there was some skill I can learn that, you know... But no, I just want to be entertained. I want you to entertain me.
I need constant entertainment. I can't, we used to eat quietly, not in front of the TV. Like, there's people that eat in front of their phone and shit. And like, I do that sometimes. But sometimes, like, there's people that they can't go to the bathroom without taking their phone with them. Like, dude, enjoy your moment of not having a fucking device on you at all times. You know, it's...
We are definitely the last generation that remember life before cell phones.
We're the last ones. How old were you when you got your first cell phone?
13.
13? 14. Yeah. And it wasn't even a smartphone or anything like that.
It was a Nokia brick.
Yeah, I had 100 minutes a month, and I could only call my mom.
I don't remember, but I remember I dropped mine in the ocean.
Oh, shit. And your Nokia brick in the ocean?
Oh, yeah, it kind of turned back on again a little bit. But it like you could shake it and you could hear the sand.
You put it in rice,
or put it in rice.
Put it in rice, or put it in the fridge or something. Those phones were unbreakable. You could throw them against the wall and have a hissy fit.
They're great. Yeah. Apparently, one guy lost his Nokia in like the back of some drawer he never used.
Wow.
And 20 years later. It still had 1% battery.
No fucking shit. Oh my God. I plug this bitch in every couple of hours, man.
I know.
They're not built to last.
No, it's called planned obsolescence.
Planned obsolescence?
Yeah. Or...
I went to public school. Help me with that.
Obsolescence, obsolete.
Obsolete? Okay.
Obsolescence comes from obsolete.
Okay,
planned.
got it.
Or something obsolescence. I do not remember if it's planned obsolescence, but they plan for it to one day, you know, go to shit and you will have to buy a new one.
Yeah.
And, you know.
If you don't take good care of it.
Even if you take good care of it, planned obsolescence. They're gonna, you know, they plan for it to one day, you know, be obsolete and you have to buy something new. Mm-hmm. It's not like a record player back in the day that would last forever. Mm-hmm. You know.
Oh, my mom, she warped her Led Zeppelin 2 record because she played it so much. she fucking had to get another one. They do last, but the amount of time she fucking played that, it was like made on like whale blubber or some shit. I don't know. It was made out of something else back then.
Licorice.
I don't know what they're made out of now, but things just aren't built to last anymore. And it's kind of like, dude, it's a mirror that reflects us. You know, we're not built to last. We're not drinking out of the garden hose anymore.
Well, all humanity wants to do is be remembered and have their name, you know, somewhere for as long as humanity has been around. Think about all the people we don't know existed because they didn't write shit down. They didn't write anything down or make anything that withstood the test of time for us to know who the hell they are.
Who's scrapbooking anymore?
Who's scrapbooking anymore?
Once this shit's gonna go when the EMP hits, we're not gonna be able to back it up.
EMP?
Like, electromagnetic pulse. It's a thing that it's like a type of weapon that will reset all of like the technology, and will be thrown back into the Stone Age. I'm sorry. That was the most ADHD fucking podcast ever. We went a lot of directions.
So we talked about death. We talked about the fate of humanity. We have talked about metal. We have talked about dead dogs. We've talked about a lot of things.
Yeah, we covered a lot. I don't even know if we stuck to a theme, but I know there's clips.
Yeah.
It's all about the clips.
Just make a bunch of little clips.
Yeah, just little clips. And if somebody wants to... Tripoli follows it, so, you know... He's paying attention. He's coaching me along the way.
Ooh,
he goes like,
fancy.
"Oh, dude, the thumbnail game. You got to do the thumbnail game, man. Like, you got to make people click on the shit." And it goes from there. It's a long fucking journey, but thanks for being on here.
Oh,
thank you so much.
Thank you.
You're the best.
You're the best, dude. This was so much fun.
Yeah, I love hanging out with you. We haven't really hung out, really.
No, not lately. What are you doing? Do you play poker?
I don't.
Ah, damn.
I don't play poker.
Well,
my life's like poker. I don't know how to play it.
I don't know how to play it.
I don't know how to play that shit.
Someone with the tism like you would be good at poker.
You're the best. All right, I'm going to close this shit out. Okay, thanks, everybody. That's Mia.
All right, bye.